This is the most, if not one of the most budget-friendly trail shoe I've ever used. This is the Outventure trail shoe. No model name, just the brand itself and the trail shoe title. This is the Outventure trail shoe. Disclaimer, the shoe was sent to me by Outventure, but everything that I say about this shoe is entirely my opinion. They will not be dictating my review towards the shoe, so my likes and dislikes on the shoe, whether you should get it or not, my review is entirely based on my experience with the shoe. Now, with that being said, let's talk about the specs. So the shoe has a mesh upper, so that makes it very breathable on your trail runs. It's very useful, especially here in the Philippines where it's tropical. So we have here a soft but a toe protector nonetheless here. That's really good for protecting your foot. This has saved my toes when I was running with it this last weekend. You can lace lock your lace here if you want them to. I've never had any issues with the laces themselves. The padding is not too thick, yet not too thin, so it's a perfect balance of a trail shoe, I might say. Lug depth, we have 2 millimeters based on my caliper. They didn't put the lug depth details on their website, and so I had to measure it manually. Based on my review, I've never had any issues with it. I think I do not recommend it though on heavy mud trails, but for your common trail runs, you'll have no problem with it. The type of rubber that they used on the lugs here is not from Vibram or anything similar to that. Is just a typical rubber, but it is soft. From my experience, it gave me the grip that I needed. Now let's talk about the midsole. It's EVA plus TPR based, so from that alone you'll understand that it's well cushioned. I was surprised actually as well, because for this price I didn't expect this shoe to be very well cushioned. It was well cushioned enough that I had to try running with it on the road. I know it's a trail shoe, but I had to experiment. I tested running with it and the asphalt here and the roads here, and I was surprised by how comfortable these shoes were. I have no complaints for the cushioning at all. I've bought even bigger branded shoes with way more stiffer foam, and this one they weren't kidding about what they wrote on their website, which is the 55% shock absorption rebound rate that they improved with this type of midsole. So I can guarantee when you get yourself a pair of these shoes, you'll be also surprised by how well cushioned they are for your occasional trail runs or hiking expeditions. Size wise, I had to size down. Normally my size is 7.5. This one is size 7. So if you're gonna order one for you, I do suggest you size down. Their sizing is a bit bigger than usual. So yeah, that's all that I have for the specs here. Let's talk about things on the actual run. Okay, so I tested these shoes on a 10K trail run. I was with a couple of friends. Julius was using the Pegasus Trail and his wife was using the GTX version of that shoe. Now the course was a usual trail for us here in the team for Project Hybrid. It was a mixture of damp, wet, and dry mud with some rocks in it. Our usual trail, some uphills, some downhills. So in my experience, I enjoyed the run. Yeah, I had no problem with it. It had some protection on the toe box. I wasn't harmed when I was hitting some rocks on the trail, of course. This is actually a very comfortable shoe, and that's coming from a person who also has a Salomon Thundercross and a New Balance Hierro V7 shoes. So in terms of comfort, in comparing the 3 trail shoes that I have, I would rank this second place under the New Balance. I would rank the New Balance number 1 in terms of comfort. Second place is the Outventure. Third place is the Salomon Thundercross. Honestly disappointed with the comfort that I had with the Salomon Thundercross. I was expecting it to be up there given the terms of the price that it has. These Outventures is really budget friendly, and I didn't feel bad about thrashing it on the trail run given the price is really affordable. I could just get a new pair if this gets destroyed, but luckily it didn't. There was no slippage on uphill and downhill course. The tread pattern is a bit generic, but I had no problems with it. It has a arrow-shaped lug pattern, which I had no problem with on uphills and downhills. Braking with it is also okay. I was able to stop myself on an aggressive drop with the shoes. Granted, it was dry, so I couldn't really tell if it still works the same as if it was wet. So it was advertised as zero break-in. I can vouch for that. So I ran with this for 10K and it was a comfortable run. This shoe is not Gore-Tex, obviously, but it was able to protect me when I was running through muddy terrain. The mud wasn't able to penetrate the mesh upper. I think if you splash into some water, it would, but from wet mud, it was okay. And even if this was a trail shoe, I ended up testing it on the road as well for about 8 kilometers in total. I didn't want to go longer than that because I didn't want to destroy the lug pattern, but it was a comfortable run nonetheless. And I know I might sound like I'm really selling it, so I'm going to talk about the 2 things that I dislike about it. One is that my pinky keeps on rubbing on the outer side of the shoes, which is I think is normal if it's a bit tight, but when I started to wear this one, it wasn't really tight at all on the toe area, but there were times that my toe keeps on rubbing in on it, so I think it was just a sock type issue. Note that if you have like a wider foot, there might be a chance of your pinky toe also rubbing on the outer side of the shoe. Another thing that I didn't like in the shoe is the tongue is not gusseted, which means it's not sewn into the upper of the shoe. But for some reason, I didn't have any problems with it. The tongue wasn't really moving at all, despite the uphill and downhill changes of the terrain. Also, there was a time where I kept on tripping on my ankle, but I think that was a runner issue, not a shoe issue. And last but not least, one of the things that I didn't like about the shoe is that it's limited in the colorway. They only sell these in orange and blue, in which I hope they also offered natural colors like green or brown, black and white. So that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll be leaving a link for this pair right here. I will get a little bit of kickback from that link, but up to no cost to you guys. And bonus also, you can use my discount code HawksDance to get 20% discount. If you like this video, share it with your friends. You now have no more excuses for trail running or going out for a hike. I'll see you in the next video.